Hello. This is an example of my jokes being overtaken by events. Before Christmas, I prepared a few videos which I intended to release over the Christmas period because I knew I would be very busy with family and guests and all sorts of things. And indeed, I'm making this on New Year's Eve, and I've got a whole load of people downstairs all whooping it up while I'm up here in the attic. I intended to put out this the video which will be turning up soon, which were just a few jokes, just a light-hearted introduction to the new year. Well, as light-hearted as you can get in these times. And then Keir Starmer threw the whole thing into the cocked hat because, of course, I can't talk about jokes for New Year's Eve without talking about this. That's better. This, the biggest joke of the year, which Keir Starmer trumped me on, and that is Starmer has knighted Sadiq Khan, the Nightmare of London. And now he's Sir Sadiq, which really sticks in my craw and is an insult to every Londoner. So I had to mention the biggest joke of the year, Sir Sadiq Khan. That's him. And I'll tell you, I'm Granniopteryx. I'm on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute and Minds. And the next time you see me, I will be in full evening dress telling you a few jokes for the new year. I wish you all a happy new year. Or, well, as happy as it can be. If you're in America, you are going to have a happy new year. As for us over here in Britain and Europe, and maybe even Australasia, we'll just get through it as best we can. Okay, on with the show. And here are 5 truly awful Christmas cracker jokes. And the first one from Joseph goes, Hawking wrote a book called The Brief History of Time. But did you know he also wrote one on anti-gravity? An amazing book. I couldn't put it down. All right, next one from Karen. The Anagram Society has just announced its annual children's Christmas outing to see Satan. Right. And another one about Now Robertson, for those of you who don't know, are a firm, I don't know if they're still in business, but they make jam. And they used to have a gollywog logo, which, of course, there was a great deal of fuss about, and then it became un-PC, and they took the logo off. That's the background. Now for the joke. Robertson were prevented from putting gollywogs back on their jars because they're not woke. Instead, they're to put Bob Marley on all jars with jam in. And that's quite good. Right, one from First. What time is it when an elephant sits on your garden gate? Time for a new garden gate. Right. And from David. A snail was mugged by 2 slugs. When the police asked what the snail remembered, he said, I don't know, it all happened so fast. Actually, that reminds me of a joke from my school days, so I'll tell it to you now. You see, Tom Fieldmouse was going to meet Jill Fieldmouse for a date one evening, and he waited in one corner of the field and Jill didn't arrive, and he was getting quite worried. And then finally Jill turned up with straw all over her hair, and she eyes wild and all the rest of it. And he said, "Good heavens, Jill, what's happened to you?" And she said, "I was reaped." Probably very on PC. Till next time.